And a 41-year-old woman has died in floodwaters in the Gulf country. Police say the woman was in one of two cars swept off a causeway into the flooded Leichhardt River near Burketown last night. Rescuers managed to save 3 other adults and 5 children. The woman's body was found this morning. And there are fears the Rockhampton floods may have claimed their first life. A man was seen walking into the fast-flowing waters this morning. He hasn't been seen since.
The emergency helicopter scoured the raging Fitzroy River for a man missing in the dangerous conditions. Police say they're losing patience with people taking risks in floodwaters.
It is foolhardy and it serves no purpose whatsoever. There is no joy and no fun in going into those waters and risking your life.
At Tannum Sands, south of Gladstone, a fisherman is believed to have drowned in the Boyne River. He was fishing with a friend yesterday afternoon when their boat was swamped. He took refuge on a sandbar but was swept away. Floodwaters are engulfing the city of Rockhampton and the water is rising quickly in some areas. Police and SES crews are door knocking, making sure homes have been evacuated. Power was cut to more homes today and it's estimated about 400 people have moved out.
A bit sickening. There's nothing we can do about it, but, to think, we might lose stuff and, we shifted everything up that we could, but, we just got to sit and wait and see what happens.
The Fitzroy River has risen to 8.8 metres. It's expected to reach 9.4 metres by Wednesday.
We're still expecting that this potentially could be the second or third largest flood that this region has ever known.
Authorities are warning residents to prepare for the worst. The water is rising quickly in urban areas and the current is gathering speed. Police closed the Bruce Highway to the south of Rockhampton last night. By this morning it was covered in water.
We left it as absolutely late as possible to close that highway. The decision to close it was not made lightly.
It's expected to remain closed for 10 days. The highway to the north remains open for now, but police say water levels there are rising quickly. The rail lines are only useful as a refuge. The airport is inundated, fuel supplies are short, and authorities have closed the airspace with the exception of emergency traffic.
We had a situation in Emerald 2 days ago where there was nearly a collision of aircraft because there were too many out there.
More people are arriving at the Red Cross evacuation centre.
One of our mates had passed away back home, so we were hoping to miss the rising waters and get home Harvey Bay. But as it happens, we missed it.
The disaster is taking its toll on the community.
There is a lot of stress and there is a lot of tension with those people as they're walking away from their homes and watching the floodwaters rise.
And for many, the worst is yet to come.
And tonight, more residents are seeking higher ground. ABC reporter Siobhan Barry joins us now for the latest. Siobhan, what's happening in Rockhampton tonight?
Jess, the floodwaters have come up a noticeable amount since this time yesterday. They do appear to have started to go into some lower set homes. Now, most people who've needed to get out do appear to have left their houses. Police have been patrolling flooded areas, making sure that homes have been evacuated. They've told us that they have had to hold some fairly lengthy negotiations with people who haven't wanted to leave. Jess, the local disaster management group is working on ways to get food drops out to some of the isolated communities outside of Rockhampton. One of the big concerns now is for stranded cattle around some of those areas. RSPCA inspectors did get out there today and free some of those trapped animals, and they'll be back out there tomorrow. Now, also at the evacuation centre that's been set up in Rockhampton, the RSPCA has set up a pet shelter. That's now full, and they're calling on people to help take in temporarily some of those animals.
The Fitzroy River rose quickly today. What's the situation now?
Jess, it's gone up about 30 centimetres since this time yesterday, so it's still more than half a metre off its expected peak of 9.4 metres on Wednesday. Now, the Bureau did say earlier this morning that it wasn't expecting the river to reach that 9.4 metre mark, but it's since revised that. Local authorities are now saying that if it does reach that 9.4 metre mark, it's expecting that about 400 homes will get water through them. That's up from their earlier predictions of 200 homes. Now, Jess, the floodwaters did rise quite quickly in some parts of Rockhampton today, particularly in the suburban areas and around where the Bruce Highway has been cut on the south side of Rockhampton.
Siobhan Barry in Rockhampton, thank you.